What's up, Bears fans? Welcome into Chicago Bears Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Harrison Graham. I'm not in studio. I understand, not the best lighting situation. Hopefully, the audio is okay. I've got the AirPods connected, but even though it's my day off, when news happens, when big rumors drop, we try to get you guys covered. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. Okay, let's get into the story of the day. Boomer Esiason of WFAN has reported that Matt Nagy has been told by the Chicago Bears that he will not return next season as this team's head coach. Now, this is not the show I've been teasing you guys. Hey, we're going to go live once Nagy officially gets fired. That is not this. As far as I'm concerned, nothing is officially official until the Bears release a statement or, Rappaport, Schefter, one of those guys reports it, which I assume will happen on Monday, maybe on Sunday after the game against Minnesota. But what Esiason is saying is relevant, and it's kind of what we've been saying for a few weeks, what I've been saying here on Bears Now for a while now, probably about a month, is that this is where this is going. Matt Nagy will not be this team's head coach in 2022. I don't know when that decision was made by the Bears. Maybe it truly was made in the last few days, but to me, it became pretty clear probably in that Sunday night, Monday night, whichever night game it was. I think it was Monday night against Minnesota about 3 or 4 weeks ago when the offense only scored 3 points until the last drive that didn't matter because the game was already over. That felt like the final nail in the coffin. The Bears officially got eliminated from the playoffs, and it was kind of a microcosm of the last 3 years of the offense just doesn't work. That's why Matt Nagy was brought here to jumpstart this offense and to get things going. And after 2018, that never came to fruition, which is unfortunate for him. What is your one-word reaction to Matt Nagy presumably not returning next year, to likely being fired by the Chicago Bears? Let me know down in the comments. My one word is unfortunate because after 2018, even after the double doink debacle, I think we all thought that this team had the right coach and that this team was heading in the right direction. There was creativity on offense that year. The defense was obviously spectacular, and that side of the ball slipped a little bit, but it's still been good enough that if you had a good offense, this should be a playoff team. But that part hasn't been there, and I like Matt Nagy as a guy. I think I'd like to see him succeed in the future. But at the end of the day, it's a results-driven business, and after a 12-4 year one, pair of 8-8 seasons and 6-10 this year. I mean, that's just you regress on the field in terms of results and in terms of production. You're not going to last very long, and that is what has happened here with Matt Nagy. And again, it is unfortunate because I do think he's a likable guy. I do think he has some leadership attributes that you look for in a head coach, but he was billed as an offensive guru, a genius from the Andy Reid coaching tree, and that just didn't pan out. Now that doesn't mean that the Bears shouldn't ever consider hiring a Andy Reid coaching tree disciple in the future. But I would guess that they go in a different direction this time around. But again, Boomer Esiason reporting out of WFAN in New York that Matt Nagy has been told by presumably George McCaskey, maybe Ryan Pace, that he will not return in 2022. And again, we've seen this coming for the better part of a month, if not longer. But once it becomes officially official, we will have you guys covered with a live show here on Bears Now, probably Monday morning, maybe Sunday night. We'll see what shakes out. But once it is finalized and it is official, we will be live here on this channel. So subscribe, free daily videos. We always keep you guys up to date with everything surrounding the Chicago Bears. We'll have one more live watch party for this season against the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday. I'm excited to watch this team play one more time this year because once it's over for 8 months. And we're not going to get to watch the Chicago Bears suit up until August for preseason and then September for the real games next year. And we'll find out who the head coach is. But, join us for that. Subscribe for free daily videos here on this channel. And we will continue to keep you guys up to date. Okay, so that's kind of the latest on Nagy. Let's talk about what's going on with Ryan Pace, because in the last 12 to 24 hours, there's been some, links, leaks, reports, if you will. Brad Biggs of the Tribune, and then Hub Arkush as well, both suggesting that while nothing is finalized, it's leaning toward that Ryan Pace will stay in the Bears organization in some capacity. And I think that last part is the key. If he stays, it doesn't necessarily mean he will stay as this team's GM. So could he be president of football ops? Could he be, be relegated to, director of player personnel or something like that? I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see what plays out on that front. I would probably part ways with Pace. I mean, he's been here since 2015, 7 seasons. Only one has been a winning season. His cap management has been questionable at times. Drafting, while he's done well later in drafts, early in drafts, he hasn't exactly knocked it out of the ballpark. I liked the Fields pick last year. I still, I'll defend that one, even if it doesn't work out. But I did not like the Trubisky one. I did not like, some of the other ones. Kevin White obviously did not work out. It was a bit of a reach, and then he obviously couldn't stay healthy, so that's not completely on pace. But at the end of the day, it's a top 10 pick that basically did nothing for this franchise. So I think he has to be held accountable for a lot of that stuff. And if he is going to stay, I think it should be in a different capacity. I don't think he should be the GM. I think he can be involved in football-related decisions because, again, he's brought some good things to the table, but if you just run it back with him as GM, I mean, what message are you sending? I mean, you're going to let him hire another coach? I just don't. I don't know if that is a proper move, but we know the McCaskies really like Ryan Pace. That relationship is solid. That's been well documented by those in the know for years now. And if you have ownership's approval, then you've got some rope, even if the results aren't what ownership is asking for. So, we'll see on the Pace front, but it is pretty. I'll go ahead and round it up to 100%. Matt Nagy will not return next year, albeit it's just not official yet. The team hasn't announced it yet. That's really the only dotting the I's, crossing the T's that we have to get to, and I think that will happen Sunday night or on Monday morning. So be sure to stay tuned for that. To stay tuned on what's going on with Ryan Pace, because no one's going to be as tapped in as we will here at Chicago Bears Now. That's why you guys subscribe to this channel. Okay, real quick, we'll leave you on this. Do you want Ryan Pace to stay in the Bears organization? Type Y for yes. Type in for no. I would probably lean no, unless he can help get Sean Payton. That would, change my mind. But otherwise, I would probably just cut ties with him and Matt Nagy and do a complete overhaul. Send Ted Phillips packing as well. But let us know with a Y for yes and for no. Stay subscribed, tap in, because we're not going anywhere. Whether we're at home because it's my day off or whether we're in the studio, we're going to have you guys covered. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you soon here on Chicago Bears Now.